Greetings. Tonight we'll be doing a tour of my workspace so you guys can see what it's all about, what happens in the mind of a creative genius. Ooh, an eccentric wild man. You know, when you tell your friends about me, you're like, oh, I gotta warn you about Chad. He's so eccentric and such a genius. Oh my goodness, he'll make you feel uncomfortable. That last part's definitely true. But all right, let's get out of here. All right, so you guys already saw my block. That's where I stand. Okay, let's get a fucking long view of this. Here's the desk. Okay. Here's this knife I bought the other day. It's pretty cool. Here's my Kindle. Here's my G Fuel cup for when I used to drink caffeine, but I don't drink it anymore. So now I have 2 bottles of G Fuel that I don't use anymore. Here's Serval. I don't have any anime figures anymore, but I've become such a kimono friend. I'm one of the friends now, and I had to buy this, but that's a video for another day. Here's just some bullshit that I can't seem to organize. All right, so this is my work computer, and then this is my my Surface Pro, my Bluetooth keyboard, so I could like switch between the two. So like during work, I just have this off, or I might put music on it or something, and then I just use these two. And then when it's after work hours, I do the switcher. There it is. I do the switcher, and then I got these 2 screens instead. So then when I work, I'm going to do some writing. Here's my word processor. So don't look at that. That's all a bunch of bad poopy doo-doo right now. But yeah, that's it. I like to put the word processor up here instead of down there because it's just more ergonomic. I mean, there's nothing really to say about that. But let's put it down a little bit so you can see the bullshit that's on my wall. Automatic's pretty nice. There are some standing desks that have like a hand crank. I don't know about that. I don't think I could deal with that. All right, so here's some bullshit on the wall. So this was the map for the story that I'm writing. It was originally going to be 2 stories, and then I realized that was a dumbass idea. So like the blue one is like one of the books that I scrapped, but it's now just the back story for the orange one, which is the main story that it began as in the first place. So it's just this helps me keep track because there's like a lot of little locations in the story, and there's like people's houses, like the characters' houses and stuff are here and there. So if sometimes I get stuck and I can come back to here and figure out like, okay, they're already over here, so how do we, like, oh, maybe we should have them go over here, or whatever. Then when I'm in business mode, sometimes I put goals on my wall. So I was gonna do this lead generation scheme where I was going to basically, I made like a really cheesy looking air conditioning website and was gonna try and collect leads and then sell them to people nearby. And then I found out in California that's like really illegal unless you have the proper disclaimers and stuff. And then also my page just sucked and I just didn't feel like spending the money or time on it. Like it just felt like I'm not doing what I want to do. I think the idea was good, and if I kept working on it, I could have done something with it, but I just get this dreadful pit in my stomach after a little while where I'm like, this isn't what I want to spend my time on. So here's a reminder. Financial independence equals freedom from tyranny and fuckery. Anthony told me not to put politics in my videos, Anthony, so I'm going to try not to. But if you have money that you make on your own on multiple platforms, or you just get it straight from the client, then there's a good chance that you can avoid the trappings of corporate job or living in a certain state that sucks, or whatever the deal is. Just as long if you're generating the money with your own efforts, then there's a higher probability that you will be able to live a life that is not going to get shit on by someone else. And that's all there is to it. And this funny thing here was we were making bets about when we'd be when the company would say that we could come back to the office. So I lost that one. Josh might be right more, actually. I don't know about Mark. Anyways, over here I have this is something I did the other day. This is a personality test that assesses your 5 top strengths and then 5 more, so you have 10, but you're not supposed to pay attention to 6 through 10 as much. And then there's 34 total that are ranked from best strength to lowest strength, but you're only really supposed to spend your efforts on the first 5 because that's how you kind of like specialize a little bit. So I am, to sum it up, I'm restorative. I like to fix shit. Very true. Activator, I like to get shit started. That's kind of why I'm doing YouTube instead of writing a lot of blog posts right now. I like to just jump in. Like, none of this is scripted. I just want to make ideas happen. Strategic, I can be. I think I definitely think things through a lot, but not always not like a chess player kind of way. I'm kind of a brainlet when it comes to that shit. Learner, yep, I will learn stuff. I'll learn whatever I have to get things done. Adaptability, I'm one who can adapt under pressure, and when other people are freaking out, I'm usually like pretty calm. But that's more in like intellectual situations or like work situations. I'm not like my dad or my brother, who are cops and firefighters respectively, who can like be first responders. Like, that's not the kind of adaptable I am. That would give me pause. If someone's hurt or someone's doing something they shouldn't do, I will dwell. I take too much time to process that kind of thing. So I'm definitely more of a little intellectual guy. So yeah, that's the workplace. That's what I do. I really need to clean it up a little bit. I usually go for like a whole minimal thing. Like, I just fucking wipe everything clean and then let it pile back up again. So I think that about sums it up. There's some books over here, but honestly, most of these aren't mine. I used to have a giant bookshelf full of books, and I gave them all away one day. It was kind of after a little minimalist revelation that like several shelves of books was not. It's kind of like trying to convince people that you're intellectual or smart or something like that. It's really dumb. And I didn't read more than like 80% of the books that I had stored. It was just a bunch of classics and books that I was told I should read. And I thought it would be cool to own them all. So yeah, I don't fuck around with that anymore. But my brother did buy the entire JoJo collection, so there you go. Well, parts 1 through 3. And this is my Devil Man, but yeah. And here's a bonus before I end the video. Is that focusing? Booyah. Oh, baby.